Last thing on the money subject, what do you think the worst C-Boys investment we've ever had is? Like, what do you think we've spent bad money on? Ben's going to say the air conditioning.
Really?
I love the air conditioning.
I'm actually legit trying to think.
I actually don't. I like the air conditioning too. I just like razzing you about it.
There's been a lot of bad ones, but like, what is the worst? There hasn't been any that were like, you guys, we really messed up here.
Dude,
really-
substantial. We haven't had any like
That's what I'm
substantial
saying.
ones. We maybe have, and we'll get there. But we've had a lot of like pretty little flubs with like Facebook Marketplace things where we've bought kind of pieces of junk. We make them work. But
Every
they're not the
Facebook
best.
Marketplace thing we buy is a piece of junk.
Not everyone.
I'd say 75% of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all minuscule amounts in the grand scheme of things.
True.
It's only
Yeah,
like,
but-
okay, what we need to start doing is like buying them personally. Because
Then
everything
people
we
would
bought,
be
no, but everything we
very-
bought personally on Facebook Marketplace has gone well, but everything we bought for the company has not gone well.
Yeah, because when people feel like it's not their money, when realistically it is, they're
No, I
like, "Oh,
definitely
let's
feel like it's
blow
my
it."
money.
I don't
I
think
feel
anybody
that way.
thinks that way.
I don't.
I don't
Honestly,
know.
I don't feel. Wait, I don't feel like. I feel like it's not my money. To be honest, it's the company running as the
Yeah, it is yours,
massive. And it is. Obviously, I know that. Like, if I consciously think about it, yeah, obviously I know that. But like,
Ken
I
probably
don't
does that.
think of it
dude, like-
as my money. I think of it as the company getting stronger. Whatever we spend our money on, I think of
As long as it's getting stronger. Yeah.
right.
I think the worst investment, and I know this is gonna be kind of soft or a touchy
Controversial.
subject.
Erase product.
Touchy subject. Yeah.
See, and I'll argue with you
I
on
think
that.
That was pretty bad.
I think because
But we made money.
yeah, but more so it's how much time and money
Right,
and
right.
what we invested into what we got out. That was easily the worst investment.
Never be in a position to be either like it wasn't worth it or it was worth it. But if we could delete it off of our slate, we probably all would.
I don't know actually if I
But-
would. That was a pretty
Yeah, it
cheap
was
mistake.
and it was a lot of
I
learning.
personally
For how
think that was
big
a
of a
pretty
a
cheap
lot of
mistake.
learning.
It wasn't that big of a mistake. It was a
'Cause,
pretty
like,
cheap mistake.
Dude, we
on
wasted
the
like
scale
so
of
much
things.
time though.
Not
did.
really.
6 months.
You didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
but
really
if
did.
all of us are on one thing, then it kind of moves as a group.
I don't know. I don't think it.
And we actually
I don't
like
think it
made
was
money.
that
so.
big of a mistake because I guarantee we would never make that same mistake
You're right.
again.
It was great.
You know,
in
and because
stepping,
think
but-
about it. So super long story short, if you guys are somewhat new to the channel, I guess this is probably what 3 years
Been a
ago.
couple years already.
Yeah,
Three-
some-
yeah, it
a
was a
handful
while
of people
ago.
probably don't know about
You
it.
probably don't even know about it, but we used to have this cleaning products company. It's called Erase Products. The OGs are probably super interested right now because we've never talked about it. But we went on this snowmobile trip with this one guy that like paid for us to come out. He had this like small cleaning products company, and he was like, "You guys should like go into business with me, and we'll like be like 50-50 partners." And we were like, "Okay," seemed like a good idea at the time. And
Well, originally
it
it
was
wasn't
like 10
even.
grand or something like that. So
Originally, it wasn't even that. He just said, "Do you guys want to help promote?" And then we were like, "Yes."
we're gonna
and
do
then it got to be a lot of work. And this is kind of a big dick swing move. We were like, "Hey, man, if we're gonna be doing this much work, let's just buy into the company."
yeah, so we did that, and it was just like more work than it was worth. And I mean, it made money, but like really not.
Nothing
it wasn't
compared.
like netting any money at the end of the day. And then we started having issues with the partner, which is where I think we learned from it because he was spending money, we were making the money, and
He was spending the money that we were supposed to be making.
there
Yeah,
was
'cause
some
for the first-
headbutting and issues, and basically we got out of it, or we bought him out actually.
Yeah.
We bought him out, and then after that we were like, no more partners, no more like side business ventures, like it's just not worth it. And then fast forward a little bit, somebody else tries coming in, and at that point we were like, no way.
Yeah.
We've gone down this road before, made a mistake, not doing it again. Then that saved our company.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Saved literally everything we'd built. If we would have gone that,
You are right. Yeah.
you
No,
know, so if
it was actually really great in that aspect, but it's just like
Definitely turn
that's the
in,
only thing that I can
lemons
think
into
of
lemonade,
that
but
didn't go well. I guess
I will agree. Yeah, probably not our best money spent, but it did turn
Yeah,
out
so
really
in
good.
a sense, it did. Yeah, you're right. But that's literally the only thing I can think of that was a bad investment. But ultimately, it still was good. You're right, 100%.
And then for the people,
Crazy.
the OGs wondering where it's gone, basically we decided growing our channel and making good videos was more important than
individually bubble wrapping these things.
Yeah,
that
it
we're
was just a
making
pain in the
very
butt.
slim margins. That is why.
The margins
So-
were good. We just weren't selling that much.
So we put it on the shelf. Everyone's like, what?
Literally.
You know,
It's on the shelf still.
right, like quite literally.
We
but
use it. It's
great
pretty
stuff,
interesting. Yeah. So everyone that did buy it from us is like, what happened? The stuff was so great, and I love hearing that because like it was great.
yeah,
No.
just
Put on the
sucked
shelf.
ass
Now we
to-
just use it for our own stuff.
We have a bunch of stuff left though, and the IP is all still there. So if somebody
Right.
is listening right now and wants to buy the company,
I know, but I love this stuff.
Hey,
too. Well, we have too
wait,
much stuff.
For the
but-
record, like if you do put that out there, like people are gonna want to buy it. Even Kevin was like, "Yo, granted, I don't know what it's worth now, but he's like, for what you guys bought it for, I'd be interested in buying it."
yeah,
So, like, you
Well,
know,
it's got a little
it's-
bit more like IP to it.
Right.
It's kind of
Yeah.
more of a brand now, but
And we just gave it a solid plug right here.
yeah, it is funny though.
That'd be awesome if
It
someone
goes
wanted
back to like a side hustle, and you're only gonna make money if you're invested in it
Yeah.
and you know and you're educated and you know the
Right.
product. And that was like the issue is like none of us really gave a fuck.
No one was really that enthusiastic.
No one was that
about it.
enthusiastic.
Like, we weren't
Cleaning
trying to
products.
test-
It's
we weren't
not
trying
that
to-
exciting.
We weren't trying to like test on shit and make our products like better per se. They were already really good, but like there's such a thing as being like, how can we make this make the car shine more? Like we're not trying to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a
lesson
fun
learned.
venture. Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
a good lesson
you're right.
learned.
So I mean, besides that, if we're talking about bad investments, that's the only one that comes to my mind. But now that we think about it, was a great investment.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
yeah.
in the scale of things, it did save our asses a lot.
I'm sure people listening have heard this before. I just saw it on TikTok. This dude was like, here's just a message I have to creators, like 3 very solid points. And I can't remember the other 2 points, but one he just said, be careful who you work with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. I know we all say that. CJ definitely says that. And there's nothing truer. If it takes you longer to get bigger, that's okay. Just be careful who you work with. And
Yeah.
it doesn't mean don't work with anybody. Just think about it a lot before you do it.
It is funny how well the 6 of us work together, but sometimes like we don't always take. We're a good team, but it's hard to add anybody else to the team. Evan was a great fit. He's worked his way in, but like it is definitely difficult. We learned with like a partner like that. We're like, geez, that just doesn't work. Having someone else telling us what to do.
Like every time it happened, we were like, this,
Yeah, that
dude,
was
this
that was the
sucks.
main thing.
And
Yeah.
we'd get together and be like, this
Fuck,
sucks.
fuck
dude.
this.
Yeah,
Like telling us what to do and shit.
making
We're 19,
recommendations.
dude. We can do what we want.
Dude, I think back to that too. We hop on the phone call with that guy, and he was a lot older than us, and a couple like
who?
the Erase Products guy.
Okay, yep.
And he was a nice guy. CJ didn't.
was.
CJ kind of butted heads.
The reason why I didn't like him was because I knew that he was coming in and he was like saying stuff like, you know, you guys, you're going to stop YouTubing and just doing Erase Products full time. I was like, dude, we are on the cuff of like actually doing something with YouTube. Why the fuck would we stop now? And you know how many bottles of Erase Products we have to sell to actually make a decent amount of money that is now going to get divided up by all 6 of us? And you're spending all the money.
Yeah.
Like I did say this for so long.
No.
And then finally everyone was like, oh, hey, what the fuck is he doing? And then it was like this whole thing. And I was like, dude, fuck this guy. I've been saying the whole time.
I don't disagree with anything you say. I'm just saying you
Butted heads.
butted heads with him.
Yeah,
mostly
'cause I don't
you saw
fucking-
through the bullshit
yeah.
of it. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not a sucker. No
Anyway,
offense.
we get on the phone with him, and we just like a bunch of like 20-year-old kids, and we're just like, look, we're done. We're buying you out, buddy.
Justin was like on the fringes of involvement in that project,
And he chewed his ass,
Called
and I
our
just sit
supplier
like this.
and just chewed out the supplier
I
for no reason.
that. I completely forgot
And
about
I'm
that.
sitting here, I'm just like, this is not good. But I'm
Dude,
like,
that was
whatever.
electric. I remember us. We're just like, oh, Jesus.
Also,
no,
yeah,
he's
I would
still
say
going.
it was half and half. It was half not good, and it was half electric. Like, I mean, we were like, "What is going on?" Also, like, yeah,
That was the
that
best.
that supplier girl.
Yeah, man. Turn lemons into lemonade.
I tell you what,
Learn
though.
your lessons early.
Yes. Our best investment, though, and this is the last thing we have to say. Best investment, Evan.
100%,
definitely.
dude.
Such a good kid.
Evan is the
Definitely.
fucking
Evan is-
best.
And also, like,
And damn, is he expensive. He breaks all of our shit. He breaks everything that he touches.
It
but
is funny though.
could care less. He's
Whenever
the best.
Evan leaves, which is very
dude.
seldom nowadays, when he leaves, we'll like walk down, be like
yeah, dude,
looking
actually,
around. Everyone's kind of looking around. It's like quiet. We're like, man, kind of lonely here without Evan.